If you just now tuning in, hit the like, hit the subscribe, and hit the bell. GMS fam, the green room. Let's talk about it. GMS fam, the green room. What's going on, everybody, man? Welcome back to the GMS show. It is Monday, so we got to get back to our regularly scheduled programming. Everybody in here right now, do me one big favor. Hit that like button on your way in, man. Share this live. Comment in that live section. Let us know where you are tuning in from. I want to know what city you repping out here, GMS fam. We have a lot to discuss today, so I hope y'all are here for it, man. Every single step of the way, man. Shout out to William Eastman. What's going on? Don Philly is in the building. Amir Stanfield is in the building. GMS fam, what's going on? Hey, we got to make sure that we let people know where to pull up every single week. All right? Now, so many things to talk about on the agenda today. So many different things. But I want to start with a Mr. Stephen A. himself. Now, so many things have happened since Stephen A.'s appearance on the Joe Budden podcast, where he really got vivid and very candid about the things that have been going on behind the scenes in the sports analyst world. He spoke on Shannon Sharp. He spoke on his TV show. He also spoke on his former co-host, who we all know now, which given its public information, Max Kellerman, who he ended up getting fired from First Take because, well, according to Stephen A. Smith, it just wasn't working for him. Now, the clip that made its rounds on social media, let me find it real quick. Let me see. Hold on. Make sure I get this timed up real nice. I want y'all to hear from Stephen A.'s mouth himself what he had to say about Max Kellerman, all right? Listen up, y'all.
Just that damn simple. I didn't like it. Hell, I didn't like working with him, man. It's just that damn simple. I didn't like it. I thought the show was stale. I thought that we had flatlined when it came to the public at large. And I'm trying to win. I mean, but you weren't an athlete, and you weren't a journalist. And the absence of the two components left people wondering, why should we listen to you? Okay, well, you might have had that figured out on Sports Nation, or you might have had that figured out on another show. But on this show, if you looked at the content emanating in the social stratosphere, meaning YouTube and other components that you use to measure one's cachet, Q ratings, focus groups, all of these different things, it was like I was damn near doing the show by myself because we were oceans apart in terms of cachet. Well, how are you oceans apart from me if you sitting right across from me? I've been very honest and very consistent about it. There's nothing personal. We weren't enemies or anything. To be real, we ain't spoke since. Other than high and by, or if I had to go on the show when they were doing the morning show, I would get interviewed. But there's been no conversations since, and that's fine with me. That's no problem, because it wasn't like we were boys or anything like that. But at the end of the day, it was all business to me, and it was about, look, man, I'm trying to win, and I don't believe I can win with you.
Now, as you know, that is something that people left scratching their heads because they're like, Stephen A., we never heard anybody say anything of that nature about Max Kellerman when you guys were with each other. As a matter of fact, as you brought up social media and how they gauge people's cachet and other things like that, they were always siding with a lot of the things Max Kellerman was saying on the show because often it made you look a certain type of way. And I believe wholeheartedly that Max Kellerman was making Stephen A. out to look like a extra Uncle Tom, and then ended up getting into him because, people started coming on the shows, people started saying things. There was a moment between him and Terrell Owens where Terrell Owens said, it looks like, or it seems like Max Kellerman is more blacker than you. And now when I tell you, I remember when that went down, that single-handedly probably shifted everything that Stephen A. wanted to do or say on that platform again, because I don't think he ever wanted somebody to test or challenge him like that ever again. Not just then, but on his show. As you can see, Terrell Owens hasn't been back on that show since that day. And as Stephen A. said, him and Max Kellerman have not talked since that moment. Now, some people start seeing some old things surface, some old videos surface, and they wanted to play some things and be like, this might be the reason why Stephen A. and Max Kellerman are at odds. Listen to this.
Hold on a second. The logical conclusion of where you're going, if you go to its like absurd conclusion, I don't mean that your point is absurd. I mean, if you take it all the way to its logical conclusion, what that means is the powers that be you must kowtow to the powers that be. You must acquiesce constantly. What you're saying is, like, for example, editorial policy anywhere, here or anywhere else. We can make the decision that we can live with it and work within those rules, or we may feel, no, I have to make a principled stand at a certain point and then deal with the consequences. And history actually smiles on the principled. That's what look. Throughout, when Teddy Roosevelt invited Booker T. Washington to the White House, there were editorials all throughout the South, and people were, wanted another civil war practically. And you have to consider it's not just you, it's this entire nation. Did he do the right thing or not?
So, as you can see, Max Kellerman challenged Stephen A. quite a bit on that show and kind of made him look certain ways. And people wanted to remind Stephen A., well, what you said on Joe Budden's podcast was cap. This wasn't about the people not fucking with Max Kellerman. This was all about you. So the fact that you say it wasn't personal, it was all the way personal because it seems like you were the only one that did not like him on your show. So after the news started going viral, the clips started making his rounds on social media. This was posted by NBA Central. They said Stephen A. Smith stated he didn't like working with Max Kellerman. He also believes the audience might not have been as receptive to Max because he wasn't an athlete or journalist. And then they quoted what he said on the Joe Budden podcast. Now, Stephen A. took to his own Twitter account to let people know or to try to clarify what he said and the reason why he said it. So he said, same question, same answer for damn near 2 years now. Max and I weren't working in the end. I wanted to win, so I didn't want that duo. Does it mean he's isn't smart. He fumbled on that line right there. It doesn't mean he isn't smart. Talented and that he's not a good guy. I have nothing against him. I wish him well. Just needed a change. That's all. And then he went on to retweet himself by saying, folks can twist this all they want. I respect the man and wish him no ill will. But my answer has and will always be the same, right? Now, when this took place, Terrell Owens decided that he was going to chime in because a person posted the video of the video I spoke of earlier in question about Terrell Owens joining First Take and doing this to Stephen A. Smith in the presence of his co-host at the time, Max Kellerman.
I'm in the streets. Max almost seems blacker than you, Stephen A. with what he's coming, with his commentary.
With all due respect, my brother.
I'm just saying, dog.
Wait a minute. Wait to finish.
I'm just saying.
I'm gonna check you right now. You don't cross the line.
I'm just saying.
Time. Wait a minute. You don't cross the line.
I'm in the streets. Max almost seems.
He said you done crossed the line. Now, Terrell Owens posted this video or retweeted the video and simply commented, facts. To which Stephen A. said, no, Terrell, we not finna go there. He said, now, as for this dude, that's an entirely different story. You know how I feel about your sorry ass, Terrell Owens, and you know why. You should thank your heavenly father I haven't zeroed in on you with the trifling shit you tried to pull. Tell folks to ask ESPN what your desperate ass tried to pull. Keep on talking. Eventually, you'll expose yourself. Damn, Stephen A. Then Stephen went on to say this, or maybe I'll just dedicate the entire Stephen A. Smith show / podcast on YouTube this Monday to all the things you tried to do behind the scenes to brothers over the years while claiming someone is more of a brother than others. Let me think about that over the next 24 hours. Interesting. Now, Terrell, he wasn't going without a fight. He said, hold up. He said, facts. I already know. Now I hear someone's trying to expose me. Well, let me reply to Stephen A. Smith about being exposed. He said, now, Stephen A., ask me if I'm scared. Thank God every day, or I at least try to, but do what you do best. I'm not worried. You don't have to make some bold attempt to expose me because I have nothing to hide. You're mad because of the advice of my attorney after we filed against ESPN. Oh, shit. Because on air without my consent, you shared our text conversation. I'm not sure that constitutes us or as desperate, but enlighten us all. So my boy, hone in on me. I'm good. I'm blessed, and God got me. You're still salty about that interview I did with you and Max a few years back, and I said what I said, and today I'm still Team Max. He hashtagged that shit. He said, I want y'all to follow behind me on this shit. Got that man fired. That's messed up. You saw me in Colorado. You should have told me about my sorry ass then. Puss ass nigga. I know he wanted to add that shit at the end. Now, he said, behind what scenes? Again, man, I'm not worried because I stand on my character and I know and who I am. You better come with some facts and not this hearsay and anonymous sources because that's not gonna fly. Now, old kumbaya ass Kyrie Irving joined in on the chat and said, Stephen A. Smith, can y'all call each other like grown, mature men and clear the air without all the extra social media back and forth? Get what you need off your chest and move on. Stephen A. said, now hold on, Kyrie. I ain't forgot about you. He said, respectfully, bro, you don't know the whole story. I have nothing to say to his sorry, pathetic ass. But that doesn't mean you're wrong. You are right, bro. I'm man enough to admit it. I will stand down. Listen, man. Terrell doesn't want to hear it. He said he is on Stephen A.'s ass. And let me just tell you something. Stephen A is about to go live at some point this morning to address this. He is going to address my man's head on. I hope he's not live right now. If he is live right now, I swear I'll end this whole thing and we'll go watch that and come back live. I swear on everything. Nah, I don't think he's live yet. Yeah, no, he's not live yet. He's not live. False alarm. But I can't wait to hear what he has to say. He's going to be sitting there talking this shit. I'm sorry, man. Stephen A annoys me a lot, but these back and forths that be happening, man, them shits be kind of funny. I'm not going to lie. I am not going to lie. Now, I do think it is a fucked up situation. I called it from the beginning. Stephen A is very shady for his participation in getting that man Max fired. That is forever a sucker move for the ages. And it is what it is because he's not being honest about it. You're not being honest about what it is. You're trying to move and trying to do the semantics and trying to act like it was a thing where y'all weren't gelling or y'all weren't going to win. That's bullshit. You saw the narratives on social media. You already knew that there was a large demographic of black people who paint you a certain way. There's a narrative about you, Stephen A. And the narrative was there before Max even joined the show. It's just the fact that when Max joined in and he was kind of complimenting those rumors by not directly addressing them, but being on the right side of the conversation or the opinions that are being had on certain subjects, now you look crazy, and now you don't want to be the guy that looks less black than the white guy sitting across from you. Now, here's to that comment about somebody looking more black. Terrell Owens, that is some I want to be accepted by white people ass verbiage, all right? Now, I get it. You wanted to make a statement. You probably don't like Stephen A. Smith, but I don't like when people do that. Because hang out with Max Kellerman for a month. You probably will end up seeing the fact that he's nothing like who you think he is just based off of the fucking takes that people have on TV. So doing the whole this person is blacker than you when that person is clearly white is that's just a way to get under somebody's skin. But I don't see any conversation. Not once have I seen a conversation about Max Kellerman not being a good addition to First Take. I never saw that when he was there. Never heard about it. Never came up in conversations between me and the homies. Never even was a trending topic on Twitter. It was always something that happened between him and Max where they were going back and forth and everybody was supporting Max. I think that might be the reason. But, you know, say what you feel, Stephen A., I guess. I mean, if you feel like that was the reason why, I guess stand on that hill. Now, here's another thing that is just quite pathetic. I seen that some grown-ass men decided that they wanted to play the young nigga Instagram games. And I'm talking to none other than the husband of the Queen Barbie herself, Nicki Minaj. If you guys didn't know, she's married to some guy, I forgot his name, but he goes by Big Zoo. Big Zoo was outside. No, he wasn't near a park or else he would have got arrested, but he was somewhere on the corner with the homies after the VMAs, and he was trying to call out Offset. He said, hey, where is this nigga Offset at? I'm outside. Now, I don't know what transpired. I don't know what the problem was. All I know is niggas that are breaking 50 should not be doing this.
Offset, where you at? That's it. Gotta spend that shit. Them niggas out, nigga. Go Kanye, nigga. You know it's shop, man. You know it's shop, yeah? We outside. Big Zoo outside, nigga. Big Queens, right? Yeah? Yeah.
Nigga talking about he outside. Your life is hanging on by a thread in the judicial system. You should be inside, my brother. You should be somewhere avoiding any type of confrontation. You don't need any more negative press. Stay your ass hidden like you normally do and just pop out randomly on Instagram posts with your woman. What is this?
Drop your low now, nigga. Drop your low now, nigga.
You got them niggas, all of a sudden them niggas acting like niggas DM me. Yo, where you at? Where you at?
We outside. We run this city, nigga. Don't let these niggas fool you. We run this city, nigga.
You see the addresses on the buildings, nigga.
That'll always be the funniest shit to me. We run this city, nigga, until the police pull up. Until the police pull up, then y'all ain't running shit. Or, I don't know, maybe a rich white man pulls up and tell you to get the fuck off his fucking block because he owns the fucking building you standing in front of. Come on now.
You see the plates on the cars, nigga?
Man, what's going on?
Imagine telling the police, I'm Big Zoo. Oh, okay, nigga.
What's happening? What y'all niggas talking about? Yeah. What the fuck talking about, man? We out here. Let's talk, man. Let's talk out here. No, we ain't talking.
Listen to this nigga.
Pussy ass shit.
He sound like he about to take a shit. He sound like he trying to push out a monstrous shit. Listen.
Nigga.
What's going on? What's happening? What y'all niggas talking about? Yeah. What the fuck talking about, man? We out here. Let's talk, man. Let's talk out here. No, we ain't talking.
I swear to God, I swear on my life, I was eating these hot Cheetos. They got these new hot Cheetos that's in the Pringles can. Y'all seen those? They really good, man. They like little cheese balls, paws, but they the Flamin' Hots kind. So I was eating those, man. I was just eating them. Next thing you know, them motherfuckers was half gone. I said, oh shit, man, I gotta chill. You know what I'm saying? My stomach, I got stomach issues. I swear to God, I'm not lying, bro. I was upstairs in my bathroom sounding just like this.
What's happening? What's happening? What y'all niggas talking about? Yeah. What the fuck talking about, man? We out here. Let's talk, man. Let's talk out here. No, we ain't talking. Pussy ass.
Hey, I remember one time I was drinking, right? And you know, sometimes you can't gauge your liquor, man. You just be drinking and drinking, you be feeling good. But the next morning, man, it was rough waking up, man. My stomach was hurting. I didn't know it. I had to puke real bad, but I ain't had no food in my system, so I was dry heaving, and the whole time I was just sounding like this.
What's happening? What y'all niggas talking about? Yeah. What the niggas talking about, man? We out here. Let's talk, man. Let's talk out here. No, we ain't talking. Pussy ass shit. Y'all think y'all play?
Yo, what be wrong with these niggas, man? What is wrong with these niggas?
Niggas, I got a Brooklyn hoodie on. So they don't know where I'm from. They know where I'm from, though.
They know.
I can't act like I don't. Big Queens, nigga.
Yeah, sturdy, nigga. What's poppin'? What's poppin'?
What's wrong?
Big fucking money, man. What's up?
Yeah.
Where the niggas is at, man?
Yeah.
Wait. Did he say big money? Big money? He meant to say my wife's money. You can't stand on the block with your homies talking about big money, and it ain't your money. It's gotta be, yeah, big wife's money, big Nicki's money. I'm over here, nigga. The Barbie's money, nigga. It's the Barbie's money, nigga.
Yeah, sturdy, nigga. What's poppin'?
It's Chun-Li's money, nigga. You know whose money it is? Nigga, I'ma tell you whose money it is, nigga. It's pull up and I come to pull up and come to helicopters money, nigga. Fuck you talking about, nigga?
Fucking money, man. What's up?
Yeah.
Where the niggas is at, man?
Yeah.
Huh?
You don't know niggas.
Yeah.
They said you don't know niggas.
Big Zoom.
Planning that vacation. You yeah. Planning your...
It's not your money. It's I wish that I could have this moment for life's money, nigga.
Yeah, all the way to the street, nigga. Know everything, nigga. Let's play. What's up?
We'll meet you there, nigga.
If it wasn't for Big Nicki's money, not Big Zoo's money, nigga. Your ass will be somewhere trying to dodge playgrounds and elementary schools and shit, nigga. Trying to hope you don't go back to fucking jail with your face on people's signs outside their house talking about, so watch out for that nigga. He is a sexual predator.
Let us meet you there.
What are we talking about?
That's the start.
Let's get it going, man.
We'll meet you on your vacation, nigga.
That's a fact.
Wait, what is so? What is wrong with his friends, bro? What is wrong with the nigga that got the camera? Is he just like? Does he not know what to do when the camera's on? So he just making random
We'll
noises?
meet you on your vacation, nigga.
That's a fact.
There's no. Why he over there sounding like Beetlejuice mixed with a fucking dying pig?
Vacation, nigga.
That's a fact.
That's how that nigga sounded in Blade when he turned the light on the big fat dude in Blade, and Blade turned the light on him and shit. Y'all remember that scene? He started burning up. Nigga said,
I got Big Zoo outside. They wanted to come at me at the VMAs, man. We ain't even do nothing to nobody, man.
Man, what's poppin', man?
man, look. So wait, before I play this guy's explanation, I just want to show y'all the response by Offset after he seen that video. That nigga responded like everybody else that seen that shit.
I'm getting out the jet. These niggas talking about? What are you niggas talking about? These niggas broke. We up and off jets, bitch. Y'all niggas got there. Y'all niggas standing outside.
That last part, man, had me dying. He said, y'all niggas standing outside like, So, all right, after Offset laughed it off and everybody started making fun of Big Zoo and his friends, the guy that was in the video making all the weird sounds decided he wanted to explain what happened. So here's what he had to say real quick.
Yeah, so the awards and everything, right? Basically, I don't even know how all this happened.
This nigga looked like a 12, 35-year-old.
I had a great time, great experience. Everything was positive. You know what I'm saying?
Young, old nigga.
You know, like,
This nigga's a preteen adult.
guess they misinterpreted the video that when me and Zoo made, and we was just talking shit like regular shit, like Queen, Sturdy, all
This nigga did his taxes in 5th grade.
that, everything like that. And then I guess Zoo made the comment like, you know, what was it?
This nigga was driving an F-150 by the time he got to middle school.
Oh, waiting for one of y'all niggas to act stupid. And that was it. That was all that was said. Now,
He
guess
was
Cardi
forklift
co-signed
certified by 16.
it. And in regards to that, she didn't even flinch or whatever.
This is the youngest, oldest nigga I've ever seen in my life. Now, here's the video that apparently is gonna show the messages between those guys, because I mean, once again, we're talking about gangsters. We're talking about niggas that's so hard, that's really about this street life. They not about snitching. They not about telling. They not about that police activity. Yet they'll get on the internet and expose whole DMs. Now, as you can see, it says, bruh, you not allowed in your hood. I did research and I got you. Get out my DM. I've been there 20 years. Sucker came home, no scars. The clout not gonna work. Get up with me. Are you serious? Can't go to my hood? Now we're gonna go back up. Those are just previous little messages. All right. He's like, I gotta go to his page to show you guys it's real. It's the real Offset. And never mind the fact that I can just show that it's Offset and a check mark with 22 fucking million followers. I gotta go to his page to show you it's the real one. So it says, Offset goes, where you located? You niggas old as hell in female business with no money for war. Don't post me either since you a gangster, right? You live in Charlotte too? My guy said, I'm outside heavy. Ain't hiding from nan niggas, especially no rap niggas. Offset said, you niggas pussy. Posting females like that's tough. Then my guy said, I'm outside, gangster. Shut the fuck up, nigga. You ain't even getting no get back for them niggas killing your people. Try me if you want, pussy. He said, you a grown 40-year-old man talking shit about a woman. You're pussy. The guy said, yeah. He said, you niggas too old. Don't be outside. All this other shit. Blah, blah, blah. You know how niggas be. Just talking back and forth, going on the internet. Now, clearly, nothing happened from this. And Offset went on to actually just go and do some pretty fun things. I don't know if you guys seen it, but he was a part of Kais and that stream recently. They did a 24-hour stream where he pulled up like it was his little cousin's house. He had his PS5 in the backpack with extra controllers to fucking he had his chargers, he had a toothbrush. Nigga brought his own chef and shit. When I tell you, just that clip alone is probably the funniest shit you will see on the internet. Matter of fact, I'm gonna play it. I'm just because I need y'all to see something. I want to show y'all how black men should be conducting themselves on the internet. Not that gangster shit, not that weird shit, not that extra, oh, we finna be on this because we want to try to lose everything we fucking work for. No. Y'all need to be on the right type of time. And I'm glad they linked up, man. It was supposed to happen. He was having one of the best nights of his life, and they got ruined by some gang members. some old gang members. I don't know what the hell is wrong with these niggas, man. Where is this shit at? I think I got it in my DMs. Ooh, I just seen something that we about to talk about next, man. I'm sorry. We gonna get to that in a minute, man. Don't worry. We gonna get to that in a minute. I'm not gonna spoil it. We gonna talk about it next. I'm gonna find this video first. I need y'all to see this shit. Where is it? Oh, I gotta check my DMs. Give me 1 second. I think I sent it to my brother. Yep, I did. I definitely did. Here it is right here. Tell me this don't remind you of going to your little cousin's house.
Peanut butter chocolate flavor! Reese's Pop! Peanut butter chocolate flavor! Okay. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10! 16, 17, 18! They don't got us! What we got on? Denim tier. For all the times where I wish that I was here. We're better than last year. Had to bring him a gaming chair. Putting gas in the air. 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 30.
Like, come on, man. It's just great, wholesome fun. Then it gotta be ruined by some niggas trying to act gangster, man. When y'all gonna learn how to stop doing that shit, man? Leave these people alone. Let them live their life. Let them have fun. Niggas always, gangster niggas, street niggas always trying to ruin somebody's fun and shit. Take that shit somewhere. Big Zoo, you are 50. I know you have prostate problems because I know you don't want another nigga finger in your ass. You better go over there and get your prostate checked while you over here trying to check for fucking Offset. Hanging out with young old niggas. Cut it out. Big Zoo, and go back home. You have a duty to be a house husband. All right? You are a stay-at-home father. Take your ass home and take care of that child. The fuck? Now, speaking of relationships, one came to a very unexpected end as we now hear that Jeannie Mai and Jeezy, legendary hip-hop artist, entrepreneur, businessman, have filed for divorce after 2 years of marriage and having a baby, who the baby is not even 1 year old yet. What happened? What happened? We was seeing the videos, we was hearing the commentary from her and other people, and we was like, damn, it actually looks like this is gonna work. This is nice. I mean, it's unusual. It's a very random link up, but we're here for it, man. As long as you happy, Jeezy, we happy, right? Now, I know there was a big demographic of black women out there and other people who were like, yeah, you know, this is kind of weird. It's messed up. She just want to have a black man just to have him. Now, I know they're rejoicing. They're happy. They're like, see, we told you so. Look at this. Look, he filed for a divorce. And also, you want to know something crazy? I'm going to just put this out there. I'm just going to say it because it needs to be said. This was Jeezy's. No, this was Jeannie's, his ex-wife now, or soon-to-be ex-wife. This was the second time a man filed for divorce from her. The second time. Now, of course, in typical bitter woman fashion, women start attacking this man as if it was his problem. Now, Jeezy posted on his Instagram, not worried about the people that's not coming with me, only worried about the people that are. And everybody was like, wow, why would he do that? Wow, that's immature. Women, first of all, women, this is what I'm talking about. This is the perfect example. Y'all have no idea. I mean, absolutely no idea what this man is, why he filed for divorce, what the problems were. But y'all immediately blamed him. Now, when Kiki was going through that shit with her baby dad, y'all motherfuckers was rejoicing. All the shit she was posting, all the subliminals, her talking shit, her linking back up with Usher, doing videos, all type of shit. Yes, queen, yes. So now that the motherfucker on the internet trying to uplift himself after having to file for divorce with somebody you don't even know what the problem was, y'all in the comment section talking about it's giving selfish. Then another woman said, I agree, like he's too old to be throwing shade at this age. What? Now niggas is too old to throw shade? Creating single mamas all over the nation like a lot of men of this generation. What? It really is. We aren't in high school anymore. Very disappointing. His post and caption making him look immature and going backwards, not grown and upward. See, y'all are so hypocritical. So hypocritical. Y'all don't know what happened. But yet it's this nigga's fault and he's the one that filed for divorce. Ain't that crazy? DJ Travel said, when the woman files for divorce, we normally get to hear exactly what went wrong. When the man files, we never really know how terrible she is. Good point, because the clip I'm about to play for y'all right now is a clip that is resurfacing, that is showing that, you know, maybe Jeannie had some toxic tendencies about her that we don't know, because a lot of men don't put that shit out into the public. We let that shit do what it do. We handle it, and then we keep moving the fuck on. Because harboring on it or trying to put somebody on blast or trying to make somebody look a certain way to the public ain't really a nigga's game. So who knows if we'll ever know. And maybe we'll know because she might say what it was. But I don't take Jeezy to be the one to try to say what the problem was if there was such a horrible problem. But let me just let you in on a little bit from what she had to say on Nate end.
Called me out on it. I didn't notice that I had a hot temper until I got with Jeezy. And here's a person who is my equal and I really respect. And when I would spew some of my old habits, and he was like, like, who, that's not flying here. And also, it would trigger him to come back at me with things where I was like, who the f do you think you are? But I was triggering him. But he never told me to fix my temper. I just saw it and I thought, unless I want to stay in this place where I lose this person I love and I stay in my comfort zone of doing what I want to do and function the way I have for the last 40 years when nobody else had to stop me.
Which obviously has done quite well for you.
Right, I could have. But this was something greater that I wanted. And also a great challenge to myself to say, what if, now that I know it exists and the dragon's there, what if I got rid of that? How do I kill that dragon or store it in its place so that it never creates havoc?
I don't know, Jeannie Mai. How do you do that? Maybe you should practice on not being a toxic individual to somebody that you may see as somebody you want to live the rest of your life with. If you value that man, if you love that man, if you care about that man, and you see that there are toxic tendencies that are bringing negativity to your relationship, maybe you should actively work on that and not just talk about it. See, key words in these things, man. She noticed who she was. She knows that she has those toxic traits. She knows that it was something that bothered him because he had to check it. Now, clearly, it wasn't happening before. Maybe her old marriage, the guy was scared to check it because he's like, damn, this bitch has a temper. She might stab me or something. I don't know. Maybe I just need to get the fuck out the situation. And Jeezy was the first person, like she said, to check her and be like, hold up, wait, nah, hold that shit. You ain't finna just start spazzing out on me. Now, for him to check that means that there was a problem. Okay, she saw that too. Well, you know, I tend to feel like a lot of times women say certain things because they want to acknowledge that they understand their man or that they value their man or that they want to make it seem like their man has power in their relationship. But in reality, no woman likes to get checked. Because if they did, most women wouldn't have anything to say back to getting checked for doing something wrong or doing something that they know is a negative towards their man. A lot of women have this thing about them where they have to continue to keep going or have to continue to have the last word or say some shit or escape accountability, if that. Something tells me that Jeezy tried and it just didn't work because clearly somebody didn't want to get out of their own way, even with a baby involved. It's going to be very interesting to hear what it is and why this happened, but people are kind of speculating. See, now Jeannie has been on Access Daily with Mario Lopez, and people are speculating that Jeezy, now of course these are just rumors, these are all rumors, speculation, assumptions, allegations. But apparently, there were some inappropriate text messages between Jeannie Mai and a Mario Lopez. And then this video resurfaced of Jeannie bringing her baby with Jeezy to the TV show and this happening.
Mama.
Oh my God, her hair looks like...
What are you doing?
I know.
Mama.
A fucking yo. Listen, I do not care who you are. This is not flying, sir. This is not okay. What is this? Now, having another man around your newborn or even a 1 year, 2, 3 year old child or 4, it don't matter. Having somebody around your child, period, is always a certain flag. It's not necessarily a red flag because you don't want to make it seem like nobody can be around your child, but not everybody can just handle your child. Don't just put my child in everybody's hands. Don't just have everybody kissing my child. Now, here's the crazy part. This could have been something, let's just put a theory out here. Let's just say it wasn't in the atmosphere yet, or it wasn't in the thought process that Jeannie was messing around on Jeezy at the time, right? And then this happens and Jeezy sees it, and the first thing he thinks about is like, well, that's weird. I don't want this nigga kissing on my baby and shit, but you know, I got a baby mom that thinks differently. You know, keeping into account that your baby mom is not somebody of your culture or of the same ways of thinking as you try to compromise and be like, okay, well, maybe we'll talk about that later. I'll let her know that I'm uncomfortable with that, and I'll see where her head is at with that. And if she respects that, that's cool. If she don't, well, then I guess we got a problem we got to deal with. But I'm gonna let that slide. Then you start to see their interactions together. Because let me just tell y'all, man, you can tell women are not good at hiding it. They're not good at hiding who they're attracted to. They're not. I don't know who told y'all they were. I don't know if there's a narrative out there, but it's just not possible. It's not possible at all. You can tell. Maybe he was looking like, damn, she's a little bit more cheeky, a little bit more excited, a little bit more hands-on when it comes to this guy. I wonder, but as a man, you can't let yourself succumb to those feelings, or else you won't be labeled as a man. You won't be labeled as a strong man. You won't be labeled as a logical thinking man. You'll be labeled as insecure. You'll be labeled as all types of shit. So you have to, once again, hold that in and let that ride. Then it comes to a point where everything you were thinking of and let ride comes to a head, and you start seeing that what you thought is coming true. Do what Jeezy did. Don't go to the internet. Don't try to tell people this. Don't try to stir no shit up. Don't try to do the drama shit. All right, you know what? I'm going to file for divorce. I'm going to file for joint custody, as he did, and I'm going to keep pushing forward. We'll deal with that shit behind the scenes. And if you feel like you have the need to get something off your chest, go do that shit on one of them talk shows you be trying to do and shit. Go do that on the little the little blogs you be doing and shit on the internet and shit. Go do that over there. Me, I'm gonna keep doing what Jeezy been doing for since I've been in the game. He seems like that type of person. But it's a cold game out here, man. It's a cold game. And as much as this shit continues to go on, man, I'm gonna keep y'all posted on the developments of that, man. And speaking of divorces, man, one couple that got a lot of people sad that they did actually split up, and one that actually kind of was like, damn, for me too, because it was like, you see these people together a lot, you see how they interact with each other. A lot of things seem natural. You know, you can tell when people are forcing things. You can tell when it's not natural. You can tell when people are just together because of, you know, this person does this and this person does that, and it just looks good for the public. But these two seem like they really was having fun together, man. And recently, rumors started going across the internet that Iman Shumpert was cheating on his baby mother, and who, what everybody assumed was his wife at the time, Teyana Taylor. And those rumors spread so quickly and everywhere that Teyana had to come out and speak about her personal issues that she clearly did not want to probably address. But because the internet is what it is, she had to make it very known the situation. Now, Teyana wrote, not too much on my bestie. In all fairness, Iman and I are separated and have been for a while. To be 1,000% clear, infidelity ain't one of the reasons for our departure. We are still the best of friends, great business partners, and are one hell of a team when it comes to co-parenting our two beautiful children. Most importantly, we are family. And in the 10 years together, 7 years married, we ain't ever played with or about that infidelity, the thing in question. We just keep y'all asses out the group chat, which is the reason we've been able to successfully and peacefully separate without all of the outside noise. The only reason I'm even sharing this part of the group chat is because the narratives are getting a little out of hand and it's unfair to all parties involved. I hope this provided some clarity for y'all. Okay, Auntie, taking y'all back out the group chat. Now, first and foremost, I just want to say this is how you move when it comes to your relationships when you're in the spotlight. It's easy to go on the internet. It's easy to make things messy. It's easy to try to get in front of some shit. It's easy to start the narrative about who did what and why this person did that. It's easy to do that. What isn't easy is for people to handle their issues behind closed doors. A lot of the reason is because people search for validation. They search for other people to feel how they feel. They want somebody to agree with them and why they feel the way that they feel. But guess what? It doesn't change the situation. You still got broken up with, or you still got cheated on, or you still got hit in your face. You still did, whatever the case may be. Nothing is going to change that when it comes to what you post on the internet. Some of the times I think a lot of people be trying to do the brick face girl, going to the internet because they want people to fucking give them money because they going through some hardships or they going through some bullshit that happened. But it's harder for people in the spotlight or not even in the spotlight to not take their business to the internet. So I applaud these two for setting an example. As sad as some people may have gotten, at least they can see that there are examples of people who can move forward and who can remain close, who can remain great co-parents and not have the drama or the bullshit follow behind you. Because guess what? They handled that shit when they handled it. People be leaving all these stones left unturned, all this other shit. You be leaving things on the table. Get it off your chest. Get everything off your chest. How you feel, why it made you feel that way, the shit you didn't like. Get it off your chest when y'all handle that shit, the moment y'all handle it. And I promise you, you can move on in life without the extra drama. Take my advice, man. Please take my advice. I promise you I'm not going to steer you wrong. See, you got people out here who rely on the internet because they want people to believe them. As many people as they can get on their side, then they can feel better about how they feel about a situation. And a lot of the times, and I'm going to tell you like this, a lot of the times it's people that are wrong who need that validation. That's a fact. It's people who are most likely wrong in the situation who need public validation, which is why they try to get out in front of stories, or which is why they try to get other people to agree with them, or all types of shit. Perfect example. This nigga right here, Tyrese, still going on and on. He even started a group thing on Instagram where you can get messages sent directly to you from Tyrese about certain situations, mainly the DJ Envy shit. And this past weekend, Tyrese decided he was going to go to a celebration of hip hop and link up with Funk Flex, and this is how it went.
Fuck you, Envy!
And that's where you have those situations. Then you create more problems, and now you have more black men beefing with each other because they got to get behind each other and do the whack shit. Same with Rick Ross. He went in, and now he's trying to act like he's going to sign Tyrese to an MMG deal. He's acting like he about to put out some music with Tyrese, all because they're trying to join in on the hate for DJ Envy. It is so easy for us to hate us. It's so easy. Just like them other ethnicities that go around hating us for no reason. It's so easy for us to join in on that shit. It's way harder for us to turn the tides on that, and which is what I wish people would do more of. Turn the tides on that shit. Like, fuck the random shit. These niggas really ain't beefing. There ain't no real beef behind it. Ain't nobody got shot. Ain't nobody got stabbed. Ain't nobody got killed. Ain't nobody got beat up. These niggas have ego problems. All of them. Ego problems. And they want to be top dog in their industry. That is exactly what's going on. Every single one of them pulling corny ass moves. From Tyrese all the way to DJ Envy to Funk Flex to Charlemagne to all of them. The only one ain't involved in this shit is Angela Yee. She got the fuck away from the circus. And I'm seeing it for what it is now. I get it. I get it, Angela. I get why you decided to dip. Everybody was like, damn, this is random. No, it's not. Breakfast Club is a sinking ship, and they got to rely now on Envy's problems to keep that shit going. From the Ross to the real estate scams to Tyrese to all this shit. Beige rage meters. Just watch. Keep track of what's going on. Now, one thing I want to say too about the internet and how foolish they are Y'all sat up here and got so invested in Blueface and Chris Sean that y'all continue to make yourselves look stupid for trying to support or try to back the sides of toxic individuals. Everybody involved is toxic. Everybody, from Chris Sean to Blueface to his other baby mama to them kids that's finna grow up and be toxic as well. Everybody's toxic. The mamas, the daddies, everybody. But for some reason, you dumb motherfuckers keep getting on the internet thinking that y'all have logical think pieces about these two crazy dumb motherfuckers here. Then y'all keep being, oh, I don't know why this is happening. Oh, we did all that for Krishan. We did all. See, and that's another thing. You niggas on the internet are psychotic. Y'all will sit on the internet, make whole think pieces and say all this shit, and because it got a bunch of likes and retweets, you think you're doing something for somebody in real life. They don't care about y'all opinion. They only care when they need to retweet it so that they can go at the other person. Other than that, they don't know y'all. They don't care about y'all. They wouldn't spit on y'all if y'all was on fire. But the fact that y'all spend so much time invested in trying to understand these niggas and trying to talk about their situations when y'all don't know shit that's going on besides what you see on the internet, it made you get mad, like literally, actually, physically mad, like it's ruining your day that these niggas still fuck with each other. It's one thing to have an opinion about something. It's one thing to be like, yeah, you know, Krishan is dumb or Blueface is dumb or he's toxic or abusive, whatever. Okay, cool. Take that opinion, say what you say, and move the fuck forward. Y'all motherfuckers really think that y'all trying to stop or continue somebody's relationship via social media. It's insane how much investment y'all have in other people's lives and not your own. Y'all niggas do this shit for free. That's amazing. Y'all sit on the internet and y'all talk about these people and get invested in their lives to the point where you think you have some type of instrumental value in it and then get mad when you see them do shit that you don't agree with. And it's crazy because y'all don't see how ridiculous it is. You got, of course, somebody who clearly, you know, doesn't know how to be involved in his kid's life other than being there physically. You know, it's a difference. You can be there in your child's life, but when you raise them, it's a different story. It's how you raise them. You could be a nigga that's like, man, I was in my child life. Nigga, did you raise them? What did you teach them? What skills did you offer them? Talking about, yeah, nigga, I was there when I was feeding them, man. I made sure they had clothes. Cool, that's great. You doing what you're supposed to do, but did you raise them? Y'all so concerned about Blueface and Krishan, y'all should be worried about them damn kids. Good God. Right, Zen, who raised you? My nigga Playboy said, I tried to tell them hoes will be hoes and niggas will forever do what they dick want. Bitches will kill you over Krishan. Yes, they will. They most definitely will. And because y'all believe in somebody like that wholeheartedly, lets me know a lot of where y'all mindset is as well. A lot of where, I was gonna post this earlier. We got to get out of the mindset that, you know, women aren't just as abusive as men. That's a fact. It's a fact. Once they stop making it a thing where it's men that are the most abusive and they actually pay attention to the fact that it's both, then we wouldn't have the double standards that we have today. You got, I shit you not. This is how hypocritical the internet is. You got people who are mad at Chris Brown right now because he's responding to people that are going out of their way to say shit about him or to make faces regarding him because y'all want to demonize that man for what he did in his past. Then on the other hand, just last week, you had women caping for that artist Tink for walking up on Young Berg and putting hands on him just because he didn't want to acknowledge her or say hi to her. But that's justified. You see what I'm saying? The shit is rigged. The system is rigged. The system of society is rigged. Now, you might have noticed I had Tyler Perry on my screen. You said, why is this nigga Tyler on the screen? Well, Tyler has been going viral for his opinion on women who make more than men. And he wanted to get a message across because there are certain stigmas, there are certain stereotypes behind that type of living situation or relationship situation. And he has something to say about it. And of course, it left a lot of black women in a frenzy because typical social media, they love to hear what they want and take what they want from it instead of actually listening and trying to think logically about what somebody was saying. They rather take it as offense and try to move back to the, well, men this and men that. Once again, just blaming men for shit that niggas didn't do to them.
Listen, a lot of women, especially black women, and I might get in trouble for saying this, but I will. In our society right now, black women are making a lot more money for the most part than black men, right? There are a lot of black men who are successful, but for the most part, black women are making the money. So if you can find love, if that man works, at whatever job and is a good man and is good to you and honors the house and honors his wife and does what he can because his gift may not be your gift.
Exactly.
That is okay. That's not somebody who's beneath you.
Yeah.
That's somebody who came to love you at your worth, right?
Yes.
And as long as he's secure in himself to know that, yep, she makes most of the money, all I can pay is the light bill. As long as she's comfortable enough to say, I'm gonna cover the mortgage and all the other stuff, you've handled the light bill, baby, you can take me to dinner every now and then. That is fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
But that's so hard for a lot of people to take in because that means, no, I need somebody to, they need to make 5 times more and I got to have, well, go on, keep your list, baby.
Yeah.
God bless you. Hope it happens. Go on, keep your.
That's the part that they paid attention to. They ain't paying attention to nothing else besides that 4 seconds of the video.
Go on, keep your list, baby.
Yeah.
God bless you. Hope it happens. Go on, keep your list. But when you talk about just someone to love you and support you, I know people whose men can't touch what they make. But when you see them together, that love, that support, that I got you, babe, it's a beautiful thing.
Now, it's crazy that this was going viral, and the reason why I saw a lot of the responses I saw, I feel like that was due to that unrealistic expectation that a lot of women have for who they want their partner to be. And when I say that, people be like, what's unrealistic to have standards? No, it's unrealistic when you don't see the position you are in life and think that you could get or should get a specific type of person when you're not even there in life, mentally or financially. But you want somebody to take all those aspects that you want and be in your life so they can take on your bullshit. It's unrealistic. Look at your situation. Who are you? Are you a woman out here that has kids by other men and you living on this and you can't support yourself or support your kids, but you expect another man to come through and take over everything? That's unrealistic. Because in this day and age, a lot of men are now in that high value man stage where they're going to be looking for certain aspects now. It's not just going to be the guy that's just going to take whatever. I mean, there's still going to be guys like that, but what value do they hold themselves? They just looking for somewhere to shack up. They looking for the next easy route out. We don't talk about certain shit like that. And when niggas bring up the unrealistic expectations, then we get attacked for it. But neither here nor there. A woman replied to this post and got posted on the Shade Room and all types of shit. She replied to this by saying, the part he's leaving out is how much that man will secretly hate that you earn more, how that hate will weigh on their ego, and how it seeps out and affects your relationship in wild ways. The message should be encouraging black men to do more, not encourage black women to settle for less. Now, like I said, taking things that you want from what you heard and trying to make that out of the entire video is insane. Because nobody told you that we were encouraging that nobody was encouraging black men to not do more. And nobody was encouraging black women to settle for less. We're speaking on a dynamic that is already there. We're not saying that black women should go out or women should go out and actively look for men that are under or that are not making the same as them or not excelling in life. We're not saying that. He's saying if you are in this situation or find yourself in this situation, you very much well can get together when nobody has shit and try to work up to something, and the woman in your relationship starts to make more than you. That is a situation that could happen. It's how you handle that situation. But it's like every single turn, a motherfucker is trying to find out how a man could be the issue for that. Glittery Bubble says, people aren't committed in relationships these days. What no one ever mentioned is it takes work for longevity in relationships. These kids are lazy these days, want something for nothing. Exactly. Nobody understands that it takes time to know somebody. And on top of that, if you want to be with somebody for the rest of your life, they continue to change as life progresses. You have to be able to adjust to changes in a person that you met. If you are with somebody, right? Let's say you were with somebody for 10, 20 years. You look them in the face and say, I don't know you anymore. It's because you weren't trying to continue to understand or continue to learn that person as y'all got older. You were expecting that person to stay the same person that they were when you met them, and that is not the reality of situations. We continue to grow. That's why y'all think it's crazy when people in their 40s or 50s get together and end up getting married. That's because at those ages, niggas know who they are now. That's it. I am who I am. I done been through it. I done know what I'm looking for. We both at the age where it's like, all right, we want to be together because we want to be together. We're not trying to force nothing. That's why you see that shit. When you get together with somebody young, when you get somebody in your teenage years or your early 20s or whatever, you're still trying to learn who you are while also trying to keep up with the person that you're with, trying to continue to learn who they are and continue to be not complacent, but continue to try to build some type of bond together. People have so many unrealistic expectations for relationships, it's ridiculous. Now, the woman in question was posted, like I said, she got her stuff posted up on Baller Alert. Which is funny because it wasn't Tyler who put her on Baller Alert. It was Baller Alert who put her on there. So it seemed like a crazy excuse to be like, Dear Tyler Perry, as if Tyler Perry gave a fuck about what you had to say under a Twitter post. The entitlement too. The entitlement for motherfuckers with blue checks on Twitter is crazy, especially the ones that be having their engagements up and they be, oh yeah, since my post. Now here's the crazy part. People that believe that their opinions run factual through the whole entire system of social media or the world opinion is crazy to me. It's usually just the wackos who be putting up videos like this on TikTok and who be listening to somebody else's clip and taking that 1.5 minute clip and making whole think pieces off of it. Like this woman just did.
Once again, I am in my black apartment minding my black business. And I wake up to find out I'm on Baller Alert because of Tyler Perry. So let's go ahead and break this down real quick.
Funny how she says she's on Baller Alert because of Tyler Perry and does a whole scroll showing that Baller Alert only posted her fucking post. It didn't say anything about Tyler Perry taking what this woman said and responding to it or posting it on his page. She just, for some reason, wanted to use that as an excuse, which is very weird off top.
And I am in my black apartment minding my black business. And I wake up to find out I'm on Baller Alert because of Tyler Perry. So let's go ahead and break this down real quick. So there's a whole video. I'm sure you already heard about it already. Go watch it if you haven't. And Jasmine already broke this down, but these are the 15 seconds I really want to drive home.
And as long as he's secure in him.
The 15 seconds that you only paid attention to. Let's make that very clear. You see how they tell them themselves, but still try to make it seem like they doing something logical. No, these are the 15 seconds that you paid attention to instead of listening and paying attention to everything else that was said.
Down, but these are the 15 seconds I really want to drive home.
And as long as he's secure in himself to know that, yep, she makes most of the money, all I can pay is the light bill. As long as she's comfortable enough to say, I'm going to cover the mortgage and all the other stuff, you handle the light bill, baby, you can take me to dinner every now and then. That is fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
It's fine. You know it's not fine, Mr. Perry. It's not fine that with your big black platform, you decided to get up on that couch and try to convince and condition black women to be okay with less instead of encouraging black men to do more. You know what else ain't fine? That you are a black man that went from being homeless to owning BET. What an inspiration you are. And instead of saying, black men, you could do it too, you said black women, y'all better pay that mortgage and be okay.
He didn't say that, actually. He quite actually literally didn't say that. As a matter of fact, you are taking the opportunity to attack Tyler Perry because Baller Alert shared what you said, and there are people that are coming for you. See, there's another thing that people do on the internet. They allow the comments and the replies from random people, get them to respond or to say some shit to the person that they were talking about who never said nothing about them. So now you're sitting here talking about, well, Mr. Perry, he never said shit to you.
With him paying that light bill. And I just really want to understand, why is the message always black women get used to less instead of black men do more, even from the black men who have done more? Now, of course, there are situations where this setup makes sense, where the woman might be the...
I answered her question already. Listen to this.
Men get used to less instead of black men do more, even from the black men who have done more.
Probably because the black men who are doing more don't actually mean, hey, black women settle for less. Matter of fact, I don't think any of those black men who have done more to be in a better position of life have ever told black women to settle for less. It's just that you heard the things that they were saying and you took it as that, because accountability and actually thinking logically is very hard for you niggas.
Now, of course, there are situations where this setup makes sense, where the woman might be the higher earner, but the man is still working, he's still striving, he's still showing effort, he's not complacent. Like, he probably don't got it all right now, but he's getting it, and whatever he's getting makes him satisfied. And that's the very rare secure situation that he's speaking of. But what I've seen more times than not is that men who do not have their money together are insufferable creatures, like unhappy and uncomfortable when they're unable to provide. And that uncomfortability within themselves begins to seep into the relationship. And that ego start getting beat up. And so that's why I say the messaging needs to change. Don't talk to black women. We gonna love regardless. Our love is abundant. We gonna love whoever we wanna love anyway. But the help we need.
See how she's talking for everybody? It's another problem that a lot of these people and these TikTokers and these 3-minute video think pieces don't seem to get in they thick forehead having ass skulls. Stop speaking for everybody. Stop saying we when it is you who feels this way. Stop categorizing all black men because of the black men that did you wrong, Cynthia G. Jr. See, the problems that you expressed and what you said you've seen has been the men that you've chose. And if there were other examples around you, aka maybe friends that you may have had that have black men involved and they've had similar situations, guess what? Birds of a feather flock together. So it's not past me that maybe you and your friends who get together to talk the same shit you talking now attract the same type of men. Ha, light bulb, damn, just thinking logically out here. Educated guess. Now, I can't find one video, one example, one topic where a black man, where Tyler Perry or where anybody has told black women to settle for less. But if that's y'all mentality when it comes to this subject, we clearly see who's very more loud about it in this regard. We see who has the preconceived notions that a man will act a certain way just because you make more than him. It's interesting. Very interesting. I'm not even gonna play the rest of that video because it makes no sense to me. It's people that are looking for that engagement, because that's one thing on Twitter. Twitter paying these motherfuckers. They need that engagement. So that engagement is getting people paid like a motherfucker. And they gonna keep engaging. They gonna keep doing these random wild ass videos just to do it. They gonna hope. That's all it is hope. Hope that it catches traction. Hope that people come to you as a voice to listen to, because they don't have the capacity to think for themselves or have their own opinion. They need people like you to be a talking piece because they can't articulate themselves the right way. It's hard to articulate yourself the right way when you can't even think for yourself. This lady said a whole bunch of nothing in response to that video. Just came up with her own idea of what it meant and just ran off that. That shit is you can't tell me that's not a mental illness. You cannot tell me that's not a mental illness. Stay away from TikTok. Also, one last thing before we get out of here. I gotta speak on this. I have to talk about this. Talk about a mental illness. When you become a police officer, you, for some reason, I feel like this happens to a lot of police officers. When you become an officer, for some reason you think your mentality or the way that you think, the way that you process things changes. Doesn't matter what you read in your rule book. It doesn't matter what classes you took and what you studied to become an officer. You are a human being who has lived a certain amount of life up until that point. You already think a certain way. You already have certain preconceived notions and judgment against people, against situations. Reading a rule book and being sworn in don't change that. Now, I bring this up because Union County, Ohio police, they responded to a call from a father who discovered a grown ass, I think 30-something-year-old man. I think he was 30-something, however old. He was grown as shit. Grown ass man. He discovered that a grown man had groomed his 11-year-old daughter into sending him inappropriate, explicit photos. Now, this man called the police. He called Ohio police and said, hey, this grown man, I just found these messages on my phone from a grown man. He coerced my daughter. He groomed her. He coerced her. He manipulated her into sending him sexually explicit pictures. She is 11 years old. I need y'all to come here now so that we can find out who this guy is, so we can get him off the street, do something about it. Right? Well, here was the cops' response to that father when they got there.
Do you ever see that Sprite challenge? They drink a bottle of Sprite and tramp burp.
Oh, yeah.
Hi.
Yeah, she's in bed now. It's late now, she's already asleep.
Well, it still happened though, right?
Yeah. I just, the whole point, I just wanted you guys to come over and talk to her. I mean, I just wanted her to realize what this was. I mean, in reality, there's not much you guys probably can do about it, is there?
I mean, she could probably get charged with child porn.
Who, she can? Mm-hmm. She's 11 years old.
She's creating it, right?
She's 11 years old.
Doesn't matter. She's still making porn.
No, she's not. She's being manipulated by a grown-ass adult on the
internet.
Is she
taking pictures now?
You guys have a nice evening.
Okay.
Thank you for coming. Are you serious? Have a nice evening.
And that was a woman who said that. If y'all didn't catch it, they threatened to arrest the 11-year-old girl and not even take into account a grown-ass man who did that. I mean, let me play it one more time, just so y'all can get a glimpse of what just happened.
Well, it still happened though, right?
Yeah. I just, the whole point, I just wanted you guys to come over and talk to her. I mean, I just wanted her to realize what this was. I mean, in reality, there's not much you guys probably can do about it, is there?
I mean, she could probably get charged with child porn.
Who, she can? Mm-hmm. She's 11 years old.
She's creating it, right?
She's 11 years old.
Doesn't matter. She's still making porn.
No, she's not. She's being manipulated by a grown-ass adult on the internet.
Is she taking pictures now?
You guys have a nice evening.
Okay.
Thank you for coming. Are you serious? Have a nice evening.
didn't try to investigate, didn't try to take no information, didn't try to find out what happened, immediately went straight to blaming this 11-year-old girl for the situation. I'm sorry, but I can't condone that. I know there's some weird dudes out there who may take this situation or hear about this situation and try to play it off as something else. Oh, they know what they be doing. These young girls. Yeah, y'all niggas is sick too, and y'all motherfuckers deserve to be locked up with the rest of the pedophile niggas over there upstate. You know who I'm talking about. It's weird activity. Weird activity. And the police didn't even do shit about it. Another woman on the force didn't even think to do anything about it. And I'm bringing this up too for a bigger conversation, because when you bring up police officers and what they do, it seems like they have a lot of people that cape for them. A lot of people put on their black and blue capes for the police, not realizing that these are regular individuals with uniforms on and badges and utility belts with guns and tasers and handcuffs and batons and shit. They're not superhuman. They don't automatically become good people just because they become cops. That is a myth. If good cops exist, they are obsolete because they don't intervene. They don't do anything, absolutely nothing to combat bad police officers in their precincts. They don't do shit. There's no good officers against bad officers coalition or program or group. And it sure as hell isn't gonna be funded by police officers. When you are a police officer who speaks out against bad police, you get fired, you get penalized, you get the things that bad officers should get once they do something bad, but instead get paid leave and still keep their pensions. Tell me this shit ain't fucked up. Well, there's more good officers and statistics say more good things happen. Listen, when you are a bad cop, you still have to be a cop. You still have to pull motherfuckers over and give them tickets. You still have to go and respond to a bad situation where things are actually happening that's bad, and you have to do things that are good policing to do it. That doesn't make you not a bad police officer. It just makes you somebody who continuously does his job while also being a piece of shit on the force. Y'all don't think bad police officers do their job still? How else are you supposed to be under the radar doing bad cop shit? Seems like people get really oblivious to that shit. But I don't know. Maybe I'm anti-police. Shit. It's fine with me. I don't care. Every instance I've ever had with police has been bad interactions. Bad ones. Can't blame me on how I feel. Because the same white folks that got black and blue flag bumper stickers on their car and be hashtagging back the blue and be trying to support police anytime something happened to black people be the same ones. Man, you know what? Hey, man. I'm just saying. You back the blue when it's convenient to your argument, to your narrative. Until them motherfuckers do some shit you don't like. It's always convenient. Get these niggas out of here, man. Anyway. GMS fam, the green room. Once again, today has been a very dope show. I appreciate every single one of y'all that pulled up. You know what time it is. We got to get up out of here. Make sure you hit that like button on the way out. Follow me on my socials. I follow everybody back. Hit that Cash App if you are feeling generous. Follow all that good shit. We still got the GMS fund going, man. So if you want to donate to the GMS fund, if you want to see us continue to progress and see us elevate over here on the GMS show, man, donate to the Cash App, man. Support the show in a real way. Appreciate you niggas. Let's go. Where y'all at? 103 Crazy drop off. Appreciate you, brother. I see you, Alot. See you, Sensei is in the building. Soda Slim's in the building. One Fast R, King Lukey, Subliminal Frequency. Mike Reimer's in the building. Infinite Umber, Glittery Bubbles. Custom Apparel and Kicks. Andre Farrer, what's going on? Who else was in here? My guy Playboy Tilt was in the building. Mo Cheeks was in the building. Zen Master was here, man. GMS fan pulled up for real. D Rich was in the building. Arius Baby G Gabriel was in the building. Don Dada was in the building. DJ Travel was in the building. My big bro Booster was in the building. Yes, sir. Greg Simmons was in the building. Justin Furlow was here. Ja Mammoth, CDT Beats. El Crab Los, all in the soil. GMS fam, the green room, man. I thank y'all so much, man. As always. I'm going to see y'all later this week. Don't forget to pop up on me. Smoke something, man. Y'all have a good rest of your Monday. I'll see y'all later. We out.